minds, like hearts, like souls. Um, it's a cultivation. It's not going to come overnight. It'll come when you least expect it. It's like learning how to defend yourself. Until you get hit, you don't understand, like, oh, I have to defend myself. I'm going to get hit. Oh! But then you go, there it is. Isn't it? It's there. Wow. And you're not even thinking about it. It's not even like a conscious thing. It's a subconscious thing. It's like, but if you cultivate it, if you go to the jams, you surround, like I say, you surround yourself with the community, you start to come into that sense of self he was talking about. If I wasn't, as a little kid, if I thought like everybody was like, if I was self-conscious and everybody's been watching me, I would have never stepped into the circle. But I felt this thing pulling at me. Just like church. Pulling at you. Pulling at you. Something's telling you need, or you get the intuition. Some say, call my friend. Where's that thought? Call my friend. I call my friend. Hey, so-and-so's going on. Oh, is that right? Or, hey, I'm sick. So-and-so's happened to me. Well, how did I know to call them? You had an intuition. Something inside you told you that this is going to happen. Like I was telling you about the spiritual discernment aspect. It's more like it's inside of me. And if you want to cultivate it, you have to go to places where it's being done. You know, you have to communicate with those spirits, those people doing it, that community that's doing it. Because you never will get it until you become part of that community. When people say, hey, when somebody goes, hey, you're pretty good, that is your opportunity to go, I am? I'm pretty good? How can I develop this? Well, come with me. I'm going to show you. There was a time where you had to go find hip-hop. Hip-hop wasn't on TV everywhere. Dude, they throwing a jam down here. A jam, what's going on? Man, they doing this stuff where they were like doing something, they were flipping on the floor, and this dude did this move, he like some kind of arm wave, and he slid across the floor. Then he did some, man, you gotta see it. You couldn't explain it. The thing was that they were pulling you like, come on over here, you gotta see this. Or have a friend that does this dance. I don't know where, the thing is that sometimes it comes and gets you. Now everything's so accessible, we think that's it, and that's not it. Everything's pushed on you. It's not like somebody's coming like, dude, I've seen the most amazing dance in the world. You gotta see this. Now everybody sees it. Some people got it, and some people don't got it. I know when people got it, or they've been taught, or something in them, like it's natural. I see little kids, natural, got it. Nobody was teaching, people do teach them, but things that they have something inside them that's so cold, it's so much personality and spirit, you'd be like, where did he learn that from? Oh, his dad used to break back in the day. He said, and his dad goes, I didn't teach him that. Mama, I didn't teach him that. He just got on the floor. I didn't know he could do that. See, it's inside you. And you got to be like, man, I got to find somewhere where I can cultivate this thing inside of me. Because I want it. I want it. It is me. I'm part of it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So it's not like it's a secret now because everything is exposed, but the secret is developing what you have inside of you. That's the secret. And you have to cultivate that secret. Like it's a secret. Nobody knows but me. I'm rocking over here in the shadows. But when I come out, I can feel it. I can feel it. And just let me open up and not be so self-conscious. And just, usually I like to dance in dark places because there's no lights. And then when you're dancing in a dark place, it's not like it's dark. It's because no one, it's like when it's dark, you feel no one sees you. All you do is feel the music. And you hear the vibration. It's inside. You're like, oh, I gotta move. And the people around you don't really care. Now you're like, oh, she's whack. Nobody cares about that when everybody's really dancing. There was a documentary called Trance Dance. This is a number of years ago. And I watched that because I know every dancer that truly dances, I've seen people go to a place called Euphoria when they dance. I've been there before. It's a place where you lose consciousness and you just go. And people are like, man, you did some shit where you was like, ding, 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 whoa. You're like, oh my God, what was that? You're like, I don't know. I wasn't there. But you were there. It was you. It was something inside you, and you like, man, you did the coldest thing I've ever seen. Somebody captured something I did on film, and because I was battling somebody infamous. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's with the. But if that would have ever got out, it'd have been a problem because the dude is like it's part of hip hop history. And the thing was, at the moment, the tension had built so high. He was talking so much crap. And I had bigger dudes around me that were bigger than me, and this dude liked to fight. So I was like, I'll take him. You know, you got no legs, y'all can't do. Y'all whack, y'all flat-footed, y'all can't do. I was like, is that right? Y'all back up. And then I had neighborhood dudes behind me. They was like, we'll whip his ass. We want to do that. We're not gonna do that. So I went out. He did his thing. I was like, okay, cool, all right, do his thing, all right. But just because you've been around the world and back, don't mean you can't get none of this. So I started using my legs. Nobody had ever seen me do that before. And the move was so amazing, the whole place was like on fire, like, oh my God, you did some. And in the moment, I don't know what I did. But I went back and looked at the tape. It's kind of blurry and dark. But you see my legs moving so fast and so much energy within me. I was doom. And that only came out when I battled. Only two times this thing will come out. It's when I battle and when I'm expressing myself through a song that I feel very extremely, like when I sing Critical. Is Critical still in here?
No.
Man, that dude dances from his soul. I've been watching this kid since I got here in Chicago. That kid has, and it's not because, I mean, he does practice, but it's more about his expression, his love for his son, and what's inside of him that makes him do. You know, it's not so much him practicing all the time. It's that fire within him. And when you get that fire within you, can't nobody stop you. That's the b-boyism. When you get that fire in you, you got to go. You know, there's a song by Prince, and he said, when love calls, you got to go. Like when love calls, you got to go, man. You can't stay. You got to go. You have to go. It's calling you. And when you fight it, you know it. When you fight it, it keep calling you. You can't get away from it, man. You can't. And then when you can't get away from it, you start attracting like spirits. And then you grow. And then you grow.